him, you grow as a person. And then, but he's always there. When you start to fall, he's always there, and he comes up underneath you, and he bears you back up, and he makes sure that you're okay, but he wants you to get to the point where you can fly yourself. So God cares for us like an eagle. He watches over his people. And then also is concerned for his people like a midwife. You know what a midwife is, correct? That's the lady who comes there when a mother's giving birth, and they're there to make sure everything goes well. In Psalm 22, 9 and 10, it was you, David talking about God, who brought me out of the womb, making me secure in my mother's breast. I was given over to you at birth. You have been my God from my mother's womb. Basically, the midwife is there to make sure the baby is delivered and everything is well. And David here is describing God like a midwife, that when he was born, God is taking care of him and making sure that everything works out and it's okay. And then we see also that God never forgets his children, and the illustration in Isaiah is like a nursing mother. Isaiah writes, "Can a woman forget her nursing child, or lack compassion for the child of her womb? Even if these forget, yet I will not forget you." Now, if any of you have had nursing children, can you forget those kids? For a while you can, right? And then what do they start to do? They start to cry, don't they? They say, "I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry." All right already. So you have to feed them again and again. Through their 20s, you have to feed them, right? Just say yes. Okay, all right, there you go. But anyway, God says, even if a nursing mother forgets her child, I will not forget you. I'll care for you like an eagle. I'm concerned for you like a midwife, and I will not forget you like a mother who cannot forget her nursing child. We'll probably start seeing this already in the news about these alerts for the people who leave their children in their cars during the summer in their child seats and forget them. See, like every year, we have these stories of some of these children who died in the cars because the parents forgot that they were in the car with them. It's hard for me to fathom how you can forget that child in the car seat, but it happens. But God will never forget us, just like a nursing mother can't forget her child. And then God also comforts us like a nursing mother. In Isaiah 66, as a mother comforts her son, so I, God, will comfort you, and you will be comforted in Jerusalem. Y'all look for your mom for comfort, didn't you? Or don't you? When children fall, what's the first thing they cry? What is the first thing they say? What? Mama! Mama! That's right, because they know Mama's going to comfort them. And that's usually what you hear. It has been said, now I have not actually been in battles, but on the battlefield, a lot of times a severely wounded soldier will call for his mother. His mother. Because he knows that historically she has comforted him, and in this situation he's looking for comfort and he calls for his mom. He knows mom's not there, but that's the first thing he calls for. Usually it's medic and then mama. Because they want that comfort and care. And God cares for us like a nursing mother. Like an eagle, watches over us, concerned like a midwife, won't forget us like a nursing mother, comforts his people like a nursing mother, and then there's also times that God is protective, and he's described as a mother bear who's been robbed of her cubs. Any of y'all run across that? Any of y'all ever run across a bear before? You dealt with a bear. I have. And you don't get between Mama and her cubs, because Mama's going to come after those cubs. And she doesn't care what's in the way. She's coming after them. And in Hosea chapter 13, verse 8, what God is talking about there is Israel has left God and is chasing after other gods, worshiping other gods. And basically God is a jealous and righteous and loving and holy God. He's going basically after them like a mother bear who's robbed of her cub, because he's going to fight for them. He wants them to come back to him. And so he's going after them like a mother bear who's going after her cubs. Now, we didn't see many bears where we lived for a while, but we saw other animals. I've asked you this before. The most dangerous animal in Africa is a hippopotamus. And they're big. Some can weigh up to 5 tons. And they can move quick over a short distance, almost like a horse. They can run. Some of them have been clocked up to 30 miles an hour for a short distance. Now, would you want 5 tons of something coming at you at 30 miles an hour? I wouldn't. I don't know, I get out on the highway and there's things coming at me a lot faster than that. But anyway, we told people that came and we learned that in there you do not get between a hippo and the water or a hippo and their young, because the hippo's going to get to the water. And the hippo's going to get to their young. They don't really care what's in between. They're just going to get there. So, God protects us. He's jealous for us. We've seen this with a lioness and her cubs. They'll come after you. If they think their cubs are endangered, they'll come after you. We've seen that with buffalo, where they had an injured baby, and we literally saw 200 head of Cape buffalo literally make a circle around this baby who was injured, and all the buffalo were facing out. And their horns were about out like this, basically daring anyone and anything to come within that circle to come after that baby. So you didn't cross that line. Because you don't want to stare down a buffalo, because they're mean. And they will come after you. And so God loves us. And He will protect us like a mother bear who's robbed of her cub. I dare say your mothers today, would you protect your children? Would you do that? I wouldn't want to get between you and your kids. Emma, I would not want to be between you and your mom if she's coming to protect you. There is no way. But God protects us just like that. So He cares for us like an eagle, like a midwife. He wants to make sure everything's okay. He won't forget us like a nursing mother won't forget her child. He cares for us like a nursing mother, and He cares for us just like a mother bear robbed of her cubs. He's going to protect us because He loves us. He wants us to survive. He wants us to grow and to follow Him. Up in the Andes Mountains, different tribes of people live in those areas. Some live up higher than others. Some live high, others live in the lower lands or in the valleys. Well, part of what they do basically is they do raids on each other. You know, they come in, what do you got? I'm going to take this, I'm going to take these animals, and this and that and the other. And at this one instance, a group from the higher mountainous area came down, raided the lowlands, and in doing so, things that they took, they also kidnapped a baby. And they took the baby back up the mountain. Well, a group of these people in the lowlands, big, tough guys, you know, we're going after these people. We got to get that baby back. And so they formed a party. They went. Now, they weren't experienced in the mountains. And they didn't know exactly where these people lived. They didn't know where the trails were. So, but they said, we're going anyway. We're going anyway. And so they went, and they tried to make progress, and they were up and down. They get lost and ran through, and they get off trails, and they didn't know what was going on. They spent almost a week and a half trying to get to that baby, trying to find that other group so they could bring that baby back. And so, one day as they were sitting there scratching their heads, what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? They looked up, and there was a woman approaching their camp. And she was coming down from the mountain. And they looked, and they recognized this woman from their camp, from their village. And here she comes down the mountain. And they looked, and there was a baby on her back. She was carrying him. And as she got to that group, they said, "How did you do that? How in the world? We've been trying for almost 2 weeks to get up there to rescue this child, and how did you do that? How did you do that?" And as she walked past them going back to the village, she simply said, it wasn't your baby. Mama got her baby. And that's the way God protects us. But that's what God did for us. God loves us so much that He sent His Son Jesus Christ to die on the cross for us. And when nobody else cares, God can say, "Well, you're mine. I want you to be mine. And this is what I've done for you. To rescue you I've done everything I can do to pay the price for sin." That's what Jesus did. And I've made everything available to you so that we can have that right relationship. So do you have that relationship? Do you have that relationship with Jesus Christ? God protects us. He does all these things. Just like the mothers. He has the characteristics like the mothers. But He protects us and He loves us. But do you realize that God loves you that much that He sent His Son to die for us on the cross? Do you know Him as your Lord and Savior? Let's bow our heads, please. If you do, then why don't you just thank the Lord right now that you have that relationship with Him. And that He loved you and demonstrated His love. And showed you that He loves you that much. And if you don't, I'd like to invite you to accept Jesus Christ today. Very simple. Dear Jesus, I know that I'm out with you. I don't have that right relationship with you. But your Son, Jesus Christ, died for me on the cross. He paid that penalty for my sins so that I can have that relationship with you. Please forgive me. Jesus, I accept you. I accept what you've done for me, and I accept you as my Savior and my Lord. And I want to have that relationship with you now and forever. Amen. Simple as that. We're going to give you an opportunity to respond. I'm going to be standing by this table right here. If you'd like to come and speak with me, and if you can talk to me after church, this is an opportunity for you to respond. If you want to come and pray, whatever you would like to do, this is your opportunity. As we stand, please, just your heads bowed, your eyes closed, and our musicians are going to play. Heads bowed and eyes closed. I'm standing right here. Being here today. All the mothers, remember, go out that door by the sound booth. My left, your right. On the table, you'll see the chocolate. That's really what you're going for, I know. The chocolate and then the free gifts. So go out there, get any one item there, and candy. Don't get a handful of candy. You can do it for free. I know some of you don't need that. I apologize for getting out early. So we can just stand here for another 10 minutes. Yeah, right. Okay. So, enjoy your day with your moms and just have a great time and be careful as you go. And we're going to sing.
Inside the flag, praise the Lord, mighty God.